know where the treats at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you landed here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
Chief Concerns is presented by BetOnline and Olipop. Marcus Dash here from Chief Concerns, and ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year. It's football season, and you know what that means? It means it's time to get in on BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff? Get in on our $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker or unwind with one of our 150 slot games. Head to the website today and get in on the action. Bet online. The game starts here. Come on, baby. Go. Yes. That's a first down. That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Cash and Props with Dunn and Dash. I'm Marcus Dash, and JD is right now, he's in the dungeon right now, getting ready to go over the 10 keys to victory for this Week 14 showdown in Kansas City, which JD will be in attendance for. So, you know, I think JD's 1-0 this year being at the game. So the overtime Tampa Bay game. Now JD's bringing his luck back to Kansas City to go 2-0. But yeah, later on in the episode, me, Teja, will go over our bets with JD for this Week 14 game. Of course, I want to throw in some things here before I hand it off to JD. So get your Apple reviews in, 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. The link is in the description. And if you do that, you can be a part of our giveaways, which we'll do a giveaway every Wednesday from here until we get rid of all the stuff that we got for you guys. Also, if you're Hamboy25, if you are the person who wrote the review at Hamboy25, please contact us, chiefconcerns@yahoo.com. You won the giveaway on Wednesday, and you're the only person I haven't heard from yet. So really want to get that out to you. But that does it for me, guys. Let's go into the dungeon and see what JD has to say about this Week 14 game against the Los Angeles Chargers. See you on the other side.
Ooh-wee. I tell you what, that was important to come in, talk about the keys to victory. Just wanted to be a simple reminder about who the champs are, the things it takes to be a champion, the resilience and the perseverance, the things that a lot of teams just don't have. What I've been seeing is just a lot of doubt, a lot of dismissiveness of the Chiefs and what they've done, these past few years. Past 5 years, I think we've been to 4 Super Bowls, won 3 of them. We're in a position for a three-peat, something that's never been done before. And what I've been seeing, just been bothering my spirit, just all in my soul, the disrespect, the doubt that people have for the Chiefs. So I wanted just to play that a little bit, okay? Let everybody know, just a friendly reminder about who the champs are, okay? Friendly reminder who the champs are. So we're going to get after this. First and foremost, what I want to say is congratulations to my brother in arms that played with me, Tamba Ali, who's getting into the Ring of Honor. Well-deserved honor, Tamba. Well-deserved, my brother. He was one of the greatest to do it out there at KC, man. One of the greatest. And I'm proud to call you my friend. I watched you as a pup come in. I watched you grow. I watched you destroy deep offenses all day. I watched how you work in practice, how I used to go against you. Watching this guy come in from Penn State, putting all his heart, energy, and everything into what he became. All right? This right here, this win's going to be for you, my brother. Okay? Hats off to you. Hats off to you. So we're going to go ahead and get into the keys to victory. Okay? The keys to victory. All right? On offense. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start it off. Now, one thing we talked about. We know we got those sneaky charges coming in. Okay? They looking to try to get this victory right now. They feel like if they win against the Chiefs, it'll set them somewhere where they need to be in the AFC, somewhere in our division. They the ones they need this game. They need this game. We're going to make sure we're going to spoil that party for them. We're going to spoil that party. And your boy's going to be in the house to watch every bit of it, okay? We'll start right here, number 1. The keys to victory. Protect PM15 at all costs. Protect PM15 at all costs for the entire game. It's the number 1 thing we need to do. Protect our fearless leader. We know we got to keep him upright. We got to make sure his jersey stays clean. That's what it's going to be. We don't know what's going to be. Left tackle, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Joe Tooney? Is it going to be Humphreys? Is it going to be Wanye? The thing they said is that it does not matter. Whoever's out there going to do a good job. And what I love about it is they got a lot of confidence in their guys and their ability. They got a lot of confidence in it. None of them guys are going to throw the guys under the bus. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes, okay? That's number 1 thing we have to do. Number 2, we must start fast and strike hard against this defense. Strike fast and strike hard. That's what we have to do. So we talked about Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy haven't been on the same page, okay? Well, they just barely missing it. Well, guess what? The last bomb I remember Xavier Worthy catching was that one against the Chargers, okay? For 6. I remember that one. So it's time to remind them jokers again, okay? I think they're working the kinks out. I've always said this. The Chiefs ain't been a finished product. We're not a finished product by no means. We're not. But we're 11-1. We're playing better ball than everybody else. Hey, maybe we just, squeaking by on some victories. But in this game, ain't no squeak bys. Either you win or you lose. That's how it works. You mess up, you learn from your mistakes. All right? Chiefs are 11-1, still the best team in football. We are going to strike hard and fast against this defense. We know they got a good pass rush. We know they got a decent secondary. Linebackers are pretty good. It does not matter. I've always said this. It doesn't matter what they do. It's all about what we do, period, and point blank. That's the way it's got to work. Number 3, we have to run the football. Time in and time again, I say it week in and week out. We must run the football. We got to establish the physicality up front. We have to do that. How do you do it? Help your tackles out. Help your guards out. Help your center out. Why? Run the daggone football. Run it. What we're going to do is going to hit them dead in their mouth. That's how it works. That's what this game is about. It's about physicality. We one of the most physical teams in football. We got to show it. We got Pacheco. We got Kareem Hunt. Number 10 is back, folks. Pop is back. He's ready. He's ready to roll. Some of that energy we've been looking for, Pop's going to bring it to us. That's what I've been looking for. Pop's ready to bring it to us. So let's get ready. If the Kareem Hunt's going to come in, let him get his yards too. We got to eat. Let them boys eat. Number 4, have a rotation that works. Now, that's my fourth thing when I say have a rotation that works. When I say that, what I mean is when we're sitting out here and we run certain plays, okay, we know 12 personnel with Noah Gray is incredible personnel to run, right? D-Hop, Juju, Worthy, Watson. We get those guys in, moving around. Hey, it's going to look beautiful, folks. It's going to look beautiful. But the thing is, we got to get into a rhythm. And so we've got enough time to see what guys can do. And so what to establish right now against a team like this, establish a rhythm. Get the guys in that you know is going to be able to work, okay? And then the other guys come in, support crafts, and let them guys go. Let them guys go. Every guy that's in that room can make it happen. They can do it, okay? Put the right things together, all right? Number five, no turnovers. No turnovers. We need to be perfect with the football. Protect the football. That's how it's got to work on offense. No turnovers. And then we finish up with 8% at the red zone, okay? We get down there, we got to go and score points. And some of that goes to what? Hey, number 3, run the football. We get down there in the red zone, you make sure we are getting down all fours, buckle your chin strap, we are coming after you and hitting you dead in your mouth, okay? We got the guys to do it. Let's make sure we give it to them, okay? That's what it's going to be, 8% in the red zone, all right? We're going to turn over and get to the defensive side of the football. Listen, I've been watching Harbaugh and those guys for a long time. I know what this Charger thing means to them. It's been a good war for quite a minute. Quite a minute. We got an unbelievable amount of respect for one another. We do. Okay? And nobody wants to give up and lose this game. But one thing I'll let you know, and one thing I know for sure, this is our house, baby. This is our house. And nobody comes in our house and pushes us around. That don't work that way. Word. It don't work that way. You know what it is. Good to see you, Nell. Good to see you. Tough as nails. That's the way we got to be. So we talking about the first thing that we have to do, okay, against this Chargers offense. Very, very talented group. Very talented group. Our defense hasn't been playing particularly well in some spurts and some spots. That's okay. The thing is, hey, we got to build on this. That's the way it works. Like I said, we're not a finished product. We just got Charles Omenihu back, okay? We know Charles Omenihu is going to make a difference. We send that. We've already seen it. The pressure he's been bringing, it's already been showing. This week's going to get even better, okay? The first thing we have to do is we got to look at them hands. Pay me for those. We got to dictate the game with physical play at the line of scrimmage. That's what we got to do. Number 1, dictate the game with physicality play at the line of scrimmage. That's what it has to be, okay? The game is won up front. That's how it works. For everybody to be good, for the linebackers to be good, for the secondary to be good, for them to be able to cover, our D-line has to come in, and we got to make sure we take everything over. And it's got to be physical. And what has to be? It's got to be a physical game. When we come in on Sunday night, it is all-out war. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. That's what it's got to be. Number 2. Ooh-wee. Get after Justin Herbert. And I said, I made sure I put this out. Choke, him out. Choke him out. That's what we're looking for. So we going after him, Justin Herbert. Anytime he's sitting over in the pocket, we got to come around with some blitzes. Spags going to dial some good things up. We know that. We understand, hey, Spags is the best in the business in disguising his blitzes. So guess what? Justin Herbert, you better be ready. Head on the swivel. Head on the swivel. Because if you don't, if they don't come, yeah, we're going to hit you dead in your mouth, baby. Okay? We're going to choke you out. That's what's going to happen. That's number 2. Number 3, we coming in here. Number 3, we talked about the secondary. So we're looking for challenge every pass play. Challenge every pass play. That means when we got guys, Joshua Williams, it has to be Najee Johnson, has to be McDuffie, or Reed, or Cook, or whoever it is that needs to be out there. We got to challenge every single pass play, every single one. We got to put our hands up. We got to get right there in the hip pocket. We got to make sure we take the wide receivers out of the game. McConkey's a very, very talented rookie. He's done a great job. He beat us up when we was in the slot last game. He beat us up. But guess what? I'm looking for a change this week. I'm looking for a change. And for me personally, I'm sitting over here saying, guess what? Joshua Williams play outside. Let Najee, with his athletic ability, play the slot. Let him get a crack at it, okay? With his speed and make-up speed, athletic ability, Spaz getting in it, teaching him a lot, I think Najee will do a great job in our sub-package and nickel, okay? But we got to challenge every single play. Look, Johnson, Palmer, those guys, hey, those guys, they just been guys. That's all I've been seeing. I picked one of them up on fantasy, man. I dropped him out the second week, okay? That's what I did. Challenge every single pass play. Number 4, we're going to make this perfect. No more than 17 points in the game. Let's do it that way for them. That's the line. There it is. You see that? That's the line we got crossed. You don't cross that line. Defense. There's the challenge right there. 17 points. We're not going to get no more than that in our house. 17 points is going to be it. If they get that. If they get that. We got to make sure we hold ourselves and hold everybody accountable. And part of it goes into the physicality of it. It's talking about choking Herbert out. We talk about challenging every pass play. No more than 17 points. That's where it's got to be. Right here. No more than 17. It's a challenge for you. Y'all up to the task. We know this. Everybody always said in the last 4 games, everybody's talking about all the Chiefs defense. They pretenders. They ain't who they showed the very first of the season. Oh, yeah, they are. They just been getting better. Hey, sometimes you got to go through some tough things, right? You got to get through tough things to get to where you need to get to. Those guys are learning. They're going to get better each and every week. This is a good challenge for them this week. And another 5 thing that we have to do. We got to have red zone stops to stop the F-17. And with that, first and second down, get them at the 3rd and long. Got to get them to 3rd and long. That's where it has to happen. Let me get it right here so we can see that. There we go. There we go. Red zone stops. First and second down, got to get them to 3rd and long. 3rd and long is going to be the key for us, okay? 3rd and long. That means we got to challenge them every single play. This is a culmination of how we get down here to the victory, to a red zone stops, first and second down, right there, 3rd and long. It puts them in a bad situation. Puts them in a bad situation. Look, we know their running game ain't what it is, what it used to be. J.K. Dobbins is out. He's hurt. We understand that, okay? But it don't matter who lines up in the backfield. He going to get it too. We're going to put it on him too at Brad Dale. We're going to put it on him too. So guess what? Whoever comes in there, I don't care who it is running the football, okay, tiptoeing through the hole and all of that, yeah, take that sucker's jaw off. That's what we're looking for. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Now, sorry I had to get a little fiery today, but I'm a little pissed off from just the things I just been seeing. You know, I'm a little upset with how we've been treated, the national media, by some of our own fans. Some of the depths of the things that's going on out here, man. It's pissed me off. I'm not even playing, it pisses me off. I heard actually one of my friends sit there and say, I don't even think the Chiefs gonna make it to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. I almost fell out of my seat. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Listen, let me tell you this, okay? It wasn't a football player, because I know we don't rock that way. We ain't like that. That's not how we are, okay? We got a different heart about us. And I said this. If you don't like this right here, this type of game, where it's going to be sold out, down to the wire, last second wins and whatnot, you probably be better off playing and watching badminton, tennis. How about you do that, huh? Go get you a ticket and go watch one of these soccer games, okay? Where it's 1-2 or no score or ends in the tie. Go have a seat at one of those. Or if you want to go watch where they score a whole lot of points, go watch some NBA basketball at this moment, okay? Everybody's throwing up threes and doing all this, dunks, playing no defense. It don't work like that in the NFL, okay? This is a man's game. It's what this is. Pure and simple. So when we talking about it, when we talking about getting this thing done, understand what it takes. Understand who you got in your corner. Understand who your boys are. Understand that this team is the reigning champs. We know what it is. Act like you know. If you don't know, ask somebody. And with that, I'm just going to leave it alone. So, let's go. See you in a minute.
That was fantastic. I don't know. Every week he gets me pumped up right for this game, but that little Muhammad Ali, the champ is here. The drum beats there, really got me going a little bit. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm seeing everybody in the chat was loving that. Yep, JD has his toboggan on tonight. Good call, G-Pick. Good call. Yeah, it was fantastic. Loved every second of that. I know everyone always praises Harbaugh's team, for being, ready and kind of grinders and more physical team. But this week we got to come hard. We got to come big time. Yeah. Also, I will say, JD mentioned Ladd McConkey. They haven't ruled him out yet, but limited participant all week. And yeah, so there's a chance that he probably will not play. I think they haven't listed as questionable right now, but there's a chance he probably will not play on Sunday. So that's huge for the Chiefs. Also, Cam Hart, the cornerback, who had been a limited participant in practice all week. He was full participant today, so they'll probably have him, Bud Dupree, Junior Colson, a lot of those guys out there on Sunday. But, yeah, they're starting safety. Gilman's going to be out, so that's huge for us. But, yeah, got to say, JD has got it all ready for us. Yeah, the 17-point threshold, it's going to be something I'll be looking at as well. Allowing some of these teams to score where they haven't scoring, the Carolina Panthers, the Buffalo Bills. We got to kind of stay in that 17 range. That's the cutoff there. Nazia playing the nickel. Love that. I know Jay's been saying that for a few weeks now, that Josh Williams needs to get back out there at the other cornerback spot, and then Nazia move him inside so we don't have safeties guarding these slot receivers like we had Shamari Connor guarding Ladd McConkey back in that first Chargers game. He got dusted. So, yeah. No, I love everything. Obviously, I'm biased. I love what JD has to say, but yeah, I really love this week 14 keys to victory. The guy brought the heat. I don't know if some of you guys are ready for it, but he was calling out someone. I don't know who his friend said that the Chiefs are not going back to the Super Bowl or even making the playoffs. Whoever that friend is, JD, I hope you rub it in that guy's face when the Chiefs clinched the division on Sunday after that win against the Chargers. Sasha, no reason for me to be this hyped on a Friday night. I know, right? I know. He's all getting us juiced up and for us to go to bed 2 hours after this show. I don't know, man. JD's getting us all ready to go. Tell you what, if you have like a little hoop that you can put over your door, go get some shots up after this. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go pump some iron or something. Yeah. So Teja will be joining us shortly to go over the bets and all. But we didn't get to see JD on Wednesday, so I'm hoping we can catch up with him a little bit about some of the stuff that went on this week in Chiefs Kingdom. Ray 028. Dan Graziano's the only one to pick the Chiefs over the Chargers over at ESPN. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I mean, anyone who's picking against the Chiefs at this point, I think it's just more of they want to see some movement happen in the AFC West because there's no real reason to pick the Chargers over the Chiefs. Sasha's hit PR my rowing machine. There you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Sasha listens to this show while he's working out. Love it. I love that. That's good stuff. Yeah. Hey, we got a packed house in here too on Friday night. I love this. You guys are fantastic. We just have a bunch of haters. It's all good. We do, and we also have a lot of haters in the kingdom as well. There's a lot of Chiefs fans who just doubt the Chiefs as much as possible, and that's not okay. That's not okay. I get it constructively saying, oh, yeah, we could use work at the left tackle spot or here or there, but saying this team's, I mean, we have people, comment on Twitter all the time saying this team's done, not going anywhere this year. Veach, he can do his thing this offseason. So, yeah, but every fan base has those fans, It is what it is. Sasha, so excited to hear what you guys have to say about this one. Yeah, tonight's going to be a good one. Yeah, I can tell you what, tonight might be a record breaker for bets tonight. When I was doing my research and putting my bet together, I was like, wait, that can't be right. That can't be right. And you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in a moment here. But I think JD is ready, and we got Teja on, so we got the full crew on right now. So you guys, let's get after it, baby. It's Friday night. It's cash and props. So Dunn and Dash time, baby. Let's go. What's going on, fellas? JD, Teja, you missed a phenomenal keys to victory tonight. JD bringing out the his boxing towel, having the Muhammad Ali, the champ, is here in the background.
It's only impressive if JD got so worked up he had to take a shower afterwards. Is that what happened?
Quick little football shower, man. Quick
one.
Yeah, I had to put my little, my toboggan on, get in the whole mode of, the fight. That's what it's got to be. Hey, man, this is serious business. And what I just been feeling is a lot of people are playing us to the left. A lot of people are just like really down on us because we haven't been scoring a lot of points, or we're not doing what to everybody's standard or what they think the Chiefs need to be doing. And all I know is we just been winning. We've been winning games. And I tell you what, I had to do this. I had to actually go on a journey these past couple of days. And I went over last year from like week 14 all the way to the Super Bowl. And started watching some games. First started off with actually watching the Super Bowl. Okay. Came on, I just started watching. Let me watch this. And what I seen as a team in the Super Bowl was a team that was polished. It's a polished team. But I remember, though, last year, somewhere around this time, we were trying to grasp for different things. Guys were, missing catches. We're not going to be able to do it with this group of wide receivers. The offense sucks. Travis Kelce, they were trying to get him out of the league last year. Said he was too old. It was too slow. And all they kept doing, man, they just kept chopping wood. They just kept going to work. They just kept getting better week after week. And I just watched them. I just watched like how the tempo just started changing, how guys were just going in, doing their job. And they were focused. They were hyper-focused on the things they needed to do. And it was really all just about getting into the playoffs. Okay. And we were like in a really strange place because then all of a sudden the Chiefs were on the road. Won at Arrowhead. You know, you had the bye in the first round. So you had to go and defend yourself. You had to go in there and actually start swinging at some folks, hit some folks in the mouth. And so I thought it was significant to come out here tonight and talk about the champs, okay? The Super Bowl champs. We're looking for a three-peat. And I've all heard is how everybody's talked about how bad the left tackle is and, you know, the corner situation is and how everybody looks. And I got a little livid. I got livid. And I was just like, oh, man, it's really pissing me off. You know, it takes a little bit to get JD pissed off. I've kind of settled down in my older age. You know, I'm kind of a little bit more, you know, reserved, if you will, right? But some of these things, I'm like, man, how short of a memory do we really have? How is it that we forget what the team had to go through last year? Even with the injuries that we have this past year, we're still 11-1. Like, we're still better than we were last year. Like, our offense is better than it was last year. Our defense, you could say you could challenge it to what it is, obviously, because we don't necessarily have Snead. Another guy that I seen last year that we had was a Mike Edwards. I seen a lot of things that Mike did that was like, wow, okay. So I seen difference makers on defense. But I also seen those guys that we've been down on this year come in and perform, along with Snead, along with Edwards. Those guys can do it. They showed it last year that they have an ability to do it. And so for the life of me, I can't quite understand how much when we see the evidence of the wins and whatnot, that there's still a doubt. They're still thinking like maybe Andy Reid and those guys are not just as good as we really think they are. Or maybe Patrick Mahomes, you know, he's having a bad year throwing picks, but he's still the best quarterback in football. You know, maybe Travis Kelce has lost a step or two, but that joke is still the best tight end I see in football. When he's catching, when they on the same page, they the best in the business. When they are actually in sync with each other, the best in the business. And so when I see now we got Pacheco back, Kareem Hunt's come in, and he's come in with a whole different vigor, just coming in running and rumbling and hitting hard as he can and giving us good yards. And so I'm just like, this is not a finished product by no means. So we can get to that point of throwing the Chiefs away. And like I said, I heard, you know, one of my friends, the Chiefs, like, I was like, almost, because I was listening. I was on my phone in the car. And I started swerving like, oh, my God. Like, what? I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo. I'm like, what'd you say? He's like, yeah. I was like, yo. I said, listen, if this right here bothers you, being 11-1 and not winning the way that the Chiefs you think they should be winning, then you need to find something else to do. You need to go watch some other games. There's other bandwagons you could go ahead and jump on. Please do. Please do. I went up there to Cincinnati to the NFLPA union meeting on Wednesday. Thank you, by the way, Teja, for coming in, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's.
I was actually going to say, is some of this anger from the way I was negative during your absence?
No. And really, now I was listening to a few things, and I was just like,
because you came up at one point.
Yeah, you see Anna Brown's comment?
No,
you didn't see his comment?
Oh, why you gonna sell the Brown out, huh? You gonna sell him out?
What did my man say? I'm the Brown. And here's the thing, though. Look, everybody's got. I get it. Everybody has a thing to say, but no, I didn't get to see his comment. I didn't.
I'm just poked at you defending Sky Moore.
Oh.
He said now that it's something like now that JD's not here for a week, I can poke fun on the JD about overly defending Sky Moore all those weeks back.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this, okay? This is what I'm gonna say, and I mean it full-throated, wholeheartedly. Any guy that's on the Chiefs that wear that jersey, you in the locker room, you got my support. That's the way it's going to be. And I know from a guy that's been under that pressure how a guy like that feels. I know what it means.
Yeah.
I've been there before. So I have a soft part and some empathy for a Sky Moore. Because when I was in Philly my second year, I struggled my second year. I did. Got hurt. And so in my head, I had a lot of doubt that was going through. And people don't realize sometimes, like when you're in that position, there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders. A lot of people just don't see it. They don't understand. They see that you make a lot of money, you're on TV and whatnot, but they don't quite understand the demands that are coming at you. And it could be overwhelming. It could be overwhelming. So Sky Moore, I absolutely understand the things he's gone through. And what people want, they want results. That's what they want. They want that thing. It's not like he doesn't. Doesn't like he wants to get hurt. It's not like he don't want to catch the football. Okay. And so what you end up doing, what I start seeing, and what same thing Andy said is, a guy like Sky Moore, he starts pressing. And so he makes it too hard to try to catch simple things. Shoot, the wide receiver that we see, Johnson, that sucker is pressing. I'm like, oh, shoot, I see him dropping the ball. I'm like, wow, I see that. I see it. I recognize exactly what's going on with this guy. Okay. See, because out in the world, everybody sees you do everything wrong, right? They see you mess up. The whole world sees it because what? Everybody's watching the Chiefs. So imagine that your parents, all right, Marcus, Teja, imagine your parents are watching, okay? Your wife, your girlfriend, and everybody, all your friends are watching what's going on. And you're watching you almost crash and burn. National TV in front of everybody. And all those people want to do is protect you. Okay.
The devil said, get him out of the game.
Yeah. Well, you'll have somebody that will actually, pat you on the back, right? And try to tell you, man, it's going to be all right. And the main thing is sometimes in the locker room, it takes those guys to try to hold you up. Because those guys in there understand how hard you work. They see what you're doing in practice. And sometimes they don't understand why that doesn't click in the game. They don't click that. There's a lot of sports psychology that deals with these things. I had to see a sports psychologist my second year. I had to see one. And it was kind of eye-opening on the things. And I remember him saying something to me. He was like, "What's something you've been doing all your life? And you've been great at it. Why all of a sudden you think you have doubt and think you're not great at it anymore?" And so that's what seeks in, self-doubt creeps in. Like all of us do. So in any situation, self-doubt creeps in, whatever it may be, right? Whether it's you trying to make a deadline, Tasia, right? Marcus, you sitting over here, you trying to make the mark, when you out here, doing your sportscasting on everything, right? You want to hit it perfectly. And so everybody may not get to see you mess up. But Sky Moore on the greatest team in football right now, everybody sees it. And the first thing everybody does is crash down on a guy like Sky Moore. Keep forgetting all the things that they've done wrong that people don't get to see. So when I say that, when I support a guy like Sky Moore, I mean it because I understand the hard things he goes through. I know it's tough. So that's where I come with it. And y'all know where my heart is. You know what I mean? Y'all know where my heart is.
Yeah, no, 100%, man.
Yeah. And so Kermit says, obviously, he's a troll, get paid millions of dollars. You got to do your job. I don't care if you get paid $5. Sometimes you got to do your job. Sometimes it didn't work out. I guarantee Coleman the GOAT right here, who's back here, he doesn't do everything perfect. I guarantee, Kermit, you're not perfect. So we got to remember that. I don't care if it's $5 or $5 million. Sky Moore ain't getting paid $5 million. Say that. But I know he wants to do right. I know he wants to do well. So regardless of who it is on the sideline, this is a performance business. We know it. We understand that. Scott Moore knows it. He understands that. So whatever he needs to work through, he needs to work through. Same thing with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We ain't seen him. Where is Clyde? Well, shoot, you don't have a heart for a guy who's sitting over here dealing with PTSD on the things he went through? All you want to see him is on the field. You want him to be okay. You want him to come out and do what he needs to do. because he's getting paid millions of dollars. Not understanding what he might think about his life in this moment. There's guys that in these positions actually about thinking about taking their life. Really.
Yeah.
So I understand the psychological damage it does to guys. Okay. People are just out here, man. Everybody's trying to live.
Be a day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, hey man, Sky Moore, come on, baby, do your work. Let's go. Do it. And so John Clifford would say, we all pulling for Sky. Just didn't come through. I get it. But the thing is, when you have people out here who is taking a dump on him every chance he gets, I'll get him out of here. He's a bum. He don't need to be in the NFL and stuff like that. That man earned his spot as a second-round pick. Can't take nothing away from him for what he did. He earned every bit of that. That's why he was such a high pick, because of his ability. You think they let him in because he caught 15 balls and dropped half of them? You know what I mean? So that's what I say. And so I have patience for guys like that. Same thing with Wanye. Wanye's he's gonna fix this thing. He's gonna fix it. It's gonna take some time. He's gonna have to go to work. Now, we can still be critical and tell him, hey man, you gotta go to work, Wanye. You gotta get stronger, you gotta get better, you gotta get better feet, all those different things. Those are things he could work on to get better. So I'm gonna root for him. You wear this right here, I'm rooting for you. You in the NFL, I'm gonna root for you. Okay. I will never look for anybody's downfall. Not trying to do it in the National Football League, because I know them suckers are putting they time in and their effort, and it's a physical game. And there's a different battle that you have to fight when that whistle blows, when it stops blowing, when you go home, and all those different things. Okay? Nobody's in the training with you. Nobody's just sitting over there looking at the doctor, and the doctor's looking at you like, hey, yeah, you got a football back. Yeah, you've had 2 or 3 concussions, but we don't quite know what it's going to be. When I went to the NFL union meeting, and real quick, I know I've been talking, but what I've seen is a lot of guys that's a brotherhood has put a lot of time in. So we were talking about sometimes some of the like CTE. One of the guys I've seen, I ain't seen him in a long time, play with the Philadelphia Eagles. We talked about Kevin Turner, who had ALS. Okay. Probably brought on from football, concussions, all those different things, what they said, right? And I said, I remember KT gave me my first golf club set, my first one. Great guy. Gave everything was on the line. And I remember seeing a segment on KT, and he couldn't even lift himself up. His wife had to sit him up in the bed. He passed away a few years ago from it. And the NFL didn't want to do right by him. He fought hard just to get money and support for therapy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. And so when I sit there and I talk about these things, I mean, this is real life. This is real life. It ain't just about points. It's more than just a game. It really is. It really is. And guys love to do it. Okay, we're not taking anything about it. It's not a cop-out. It's not one of those things to give a guy like a pass. We understand what we need to execute. We understand what it takes to be in the league. Okay, that's why when they say NFL not for long, we understand it. Guys get replaced all the time. And Will Shields told me, he said, JD, as soon as you get in here, they're trying to replace you. That's a fact. That is a fact. And the thing is, the more money you make, the more expendable you become. They don't want to pay that. You see how many guys we got rid of because they want to get paid? See them other places. So the Chiefs are winning. We winning. This is an era we ain't seen it ever. So
I defended you on the show, and I not as long as your take, but I pretty much said what you just said. I was like, I think it comes off as maybe homerism sometimes, but I think it's he doesn't like people being piled on. Criticism's one thing, but like when a guy's already down and we already stated the facts, then to keep going is just overkill, pretty much.
Oh yeah. And then
and also, there's also a distinction which I mentioned. Then, some like you mentioned, guy, people calling him a bum. This guy stinks. Get cut him. Get rid of him. there's a distinction between that and also saying, maybe a change of scenery will do him right, or maybe he's going through an injury right now. We don't know. Stuff like that. It's a distinction when it's a big distinction too. So you're calling someone a bum, you're calling him like the lowest of the low, and you can't get him off my team. Just throw him away like garbage. That's big difference for saying maybe the guy's injured, maybe the guy needs to do change of scenery, maybe the system's not good for him. Maybe, he just needs to go elsewhere and find his way. That's totally different than saying the guy's a bum, whatever that a lot of people do say. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No, hey, man, look, you have it's your choice to watch the game or not. Cheer for a guy or whatnot. But I'm just wanting to say, man, if somebody you in the same position, how would you want people to treat you? That's what I look at.
Yeah.
So that's the reality of it. And so we could call people bums and all of that. But guess what? Then you go do the job. How about that? You sitting back here behind your keyboard, behind the microphone. You sitting over here being as critical as possible, saying these guys ain't worth a nickel. You go out there and go do it. So that's it. And y'all know me, okay? I love competition. I love football. I love sports. I love every bit of it, okay? But there's a level of respect that you have for guys. You do. And every team that we play, I have respect for every guy that gets out there on the field. Every single one, man. Because I know them suckers is putting some time and work in, okay? And it's not easy. So $5 million or not, whatever, okay?
Yeah, whether it's NBA, NFL, all professional athletes, WNBA, whatever the sport may be, MLB, all you guys have worked, days, nights, hours, every single day while people are, at home during holidays and stuff. You guys are on the road, traveling to different cities to do different things, that a lot of people don't want, a lot of people don't want to travel for that during those holidays. They want their breaks. You guys aren't getting your time off. Yeah, you may get paid a lot of money, but you're doing a lot of stuff that people just don't see all the time. And like Teja and I had a podcast with Eric Snow earlier, and he's talking about the injuries he had, about, just getting a simple meniscus surgery that he thought was just going to be, a normal scope. He gets meniscus surgery. His career is done a year later, 4 years earlier than he thought he would, because after every practice, he has to go get his knee drained. He said, it's not sustainable. I can't do that every day, like every time I play a game or practice. And that's just, that's just basketball. We're not talking about what you just talked about with all the stuff that football players have to go through, CTE and whatnot.
Yeah. And it's just not football, right? It's any job that you do, okay? And I have a heart for it, okay?
Yeah.
That's why I respect the hell out of people that's in the food industry. When people start getting on in, well, they need to run around for me. Why are you treating this person this way? Like, it says a little bit more about you than it does about the other person. Yeah, maybe they didn't get your order right. You know what? How about you give them a break? Daggone it.
Problem is, another social media issue is the anonymous nature of social media. No one has to put a stamp on it anymore, man. People can just say whatever the hell they want now, and there's no regard for any of it, and there's no one has to put their name on it by it anymore. So they just say whatever the hell they want about anything.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Right. You just back there laughing, chipping away at it, right?
Not only are people being more honest, I think people are being extra cruel because they like the reaction out of people.
There you go. That's it.
So I just want to make someone laugh. I just want to click. So a regular Joe just wants to make someone else that they've never met, and they've never seen, laugh for a moment. They'll say something extra cool that's maybe not even in their nature, but they know it's the worst possible thing they could say to get someone's chuckle. So they do it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. 100%, Tej. 100%, brother. So I mean to go on that little rant, man. I just, especially front and center when you go to these union meetings and you talk about benefits, you talk about guys, what they're dealing with, guys that have passed you didn't even know had passed for a lot of different things. And so, yeah, Sasha said, is there such a thing as a guy, an NFL player over 40 being pain-free? If it is, I haven't met many of them.
It might be a kicker.
yeah, a kicker. Even kickers, I my legs, knees, and
that's true.
Yeah, but look, we understand the nature of the beast. We do. We signed up for this thing. Okay, we do. We understand it. So I'm not looking for not necessarily like pity for that reason. I'm just like, man, I have a heart for a guy that he's struggling. Dang on. Okay, why pile on him? Why kick him when he's down? What does it do? So.
Yeah, but then, and then when you hear, the PTSD that, Clyde's going through, obviously, he suffered some traumatic stuff, some gunshot, something that happened. A friend of his got shot or something. I think that's what the story was. But you hear he's going through that. And then for years, since he's been here, you have people just calling him the biggest bust the Chiefs have had in the Brett Veach era. I mean, saying all these types of things. It's like, these guys may not respond to you on Twitter, but they see it. And they go somewhere. They may not, they may ignore it. They may, do away with it and put their stuff on mute. I mean, with our Twitter account, there's been times where I've had to put our thing on mute because, I'm getting spammed with the people who didn't like my take or opinion on something. It's like, okay, I'm putting this thing on mute. I don't want to hear it. But, if I'm doing that, these guys are getting every second of the day, people are tweeting at them, you're a bum, get off my team, the worst draft pick ever. It's like, this guy's actually going through something mentally. We haven't seen him on the field this year for that PTSD reason he's going through. So, obviously, there's mental health stuff going on. On top of that, you're saying the most awful, atrocious things to him. It's like, it's just... It's pathetic, to be quite honest.
Yeah. So Mike Brennan said the Junior Seau situation back in the day brought a lot of light to the suffering some players go through the fans don't see. Yeah, and there's many more like a Junior Seau out here. So, hey man, like I said, I'm a root for the guys. I'm a root for them. And I could criticize them like, hey, yeah, he can get it right. Shoot, he needs to be better. And I've said this as such. You know what I mean? I have. Yeah,
you keep it real and you keep it clean. You keep it real. You're not calling guys bums or.
You're stopping a homer, JD. Okay, I'm kidding.
Hey man, I wear it proudly. You call me a homer, I wear it proudly.
I'm gonna make you a T-shirt of your head on Homer Simpson going back into that brush, that GIF.
I'm gonna have one side. I'm gonna hold about
with
that.
A Chiefs shirt on. With the Chiefs shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But no, it was good to have you back on tonight, Jay. We missed you Wednesday night. Teja stepped in admirably. But yeah, love having you. Obviously, say your piece, brother. We say your piece, baby.
Thank you, appreciate it. I'm with you, House, and never get Javon Belcher. Yeah, man. So
exactly.
Good to see you all out here. First off, man, it seems like it's been forever, man. Mike Brennan, Witchy Hall, John Clifford, High Value, High Yield. Good to see you as well. Sasha, Sarah 73, Andre Chenault, Terry Cluster. Who else we have? Marion Oliver. Good to see you all. Kermit the Goat. Good to see you too, man. I know you out here. You hitting the keys, and you need to say what you need to say. But good to see you. Okay, let's just say that. G Pick. My guy, Ray 028, Double A, Neff, I seen him in there earlier, but welcome tonight. We're going to get a nice little segment about this betting. And I know Tage and Marcus are going to have some good picks, some great picks for you guys. Okay, so we looking to make that money, man.
You're consistent. You're a homer for us, even. Look at you. You're the best.
Hey. You know my guys, man.
You're just a supportive guy. You're just a supportive guy.
Hey, you got my back all day. You know that. So
yeah, we got your back. You know that. Mike Brennan calls it out. Just know your boys had your back. Damn right we did. Damn right we did.
Absolutely.
But I will say, Amda wasn't being mean spirited or anything. He was just, he was just.
I
being,
know.
He's fooling.
He's cool. Yeah, no. Look, and I don't take. Look, believe me, I don't take anything too serious. I know Amda Brown's good people. We talk. He DM me and I hit him back. He's one of the good ones. I know Neff got my back. I know that. That's all the day, every day. So
there you go.
Oh, which reminds me, JD, what shoe size you wear? What's your shoe size?
16.
Okay.
15 and 16. He tried to say 6. He told.
I bet you at 16. Yeah.
Yeah. So 15, I'm right there. So I will have 116, but 15 for sure. If anything lower than that, I am.
Okay. Yeah, everyone has a range depending on the shoe. Okay, so yeah.
So
I can almost fill his shoes. Not there.
What you 12, Tish?
Yeah, depending on the shoe, I'm 11.5 to 12.5.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You gotta say it with a deeper voice, Tage, when you come out there.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, you gotta do the Tom Brady deep voice, Tish. You gotta get that. You gotta get that baritone.
Is he deep? It's more like that. Tom Brady's more kind of scratchy,
we watched that clip the other day where he sounded deep as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, JD, we had Tom Brady talk about the whole Chiefs playing close games the other day. We had the clip, and we got off, and I couldn't believe how deep his voice was. What the hell happened to this guy? This guy go to I don't know. Is the TB12 diet getting him a deeper baritone?
Hey, man,
I don't understand.
Lose your woman, a Taekwondo instructor, you start to get a little deeper, huh?
Yeah, man. He's putting some work in. He's sitting over here. He's single. He's like, hey, I'm ready to mingle.
When it cuts deep, get deep. You know?
Yeah, Witchy Hall. Seriously, what is up with Tom's deep announce for us? I don't know. We were trying to talk about the Chiefs in close games, and I was just blindsided by the sound of his voice. And knowing
Tom, he went through a bunch of in-person classes on that stuff.
Oh yeah,
110%. He didn't just walk off the street and start doing that stuff.
Did Tony go to a voice coach for announcing, JD? Or no?
Yeah, he started learning, going to different classes, learn from different people how to do it.
Speaking of Tony, did you see everyone making fun of him online with the service animal that says "Do not pet"? And Tony's over there petting it really hard.
No, really? We thought, yeah.
Watch Tony pet this pet with a giant sign on its side that says "Do not pet" on it. Oh man!
Well, guys, I can imagine what they got to say about that one.
The guy loves dogs, I respect that.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight, obviously we're going to go to our bets. And like I said, I got a record breaker tonight. This is going to be one for the ages. I think this is going to be one. I think it's the gold ticket. I'm Charlie Bucket tonight, guys. I got the gold ticket.
I see you. Okay.
Yep. All right, so this is last week. Another not bad. I mean, with 7 of 10 between me and Teja last week, not bad. Obviously, Mahomes 3 touchdowns was a little bit. Even 2 touchdowns for Teja. That was the one that was his killer last week that didn't go for him. But I went away from the whole Mahomes show. I think I want him to show it to me first before I go back to the Mahomes show. As far as betting on it, I'm going to root for it, obviously. But as far as betting on 3 touchdowns, I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. But yeah, my downfall is Mahomes and the Chiefs scoring over 26.5 points and staying away from Chiefs having high offensive output till I see it in a game before I bet on it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Teja's downfall was Mahomes. Yeah, so I think Teja has been so much betting on the offensive explosions as I have, JD. But I think I'm gonna my bet this week is gonna kind of go more towards the Teja kind of bet, but with a little bit of my kind of sprinkle on it. You got
win.
That's a solid bet though, man. Mahomes 2+ passing touchdowns. Shoot.
With the amount of red zone trips we had, Teja should have gotten 2.
Absolutely, no question. Shoot, just didn't connect. You missed a couple of them.
Yeah. Well, if Kelsey and him connected on that one, the one where Kelsey went the opposite way. All right, so Teja, you ready to rock, buddy?
I'm ready. Start from the top. Pacheco, 53+ rush yards. So the last 3 RBs have cleared this number against the Chargers. The 2 before that, the Titans leading rusher only had 9 carries, and Chubb, who's just struggled mightily this season. They have 11.5 carries coming from Pacheco this week. I'm going to give him 12 to 14 carries, so that would put him at about needing 4 to 4.5 yards per carry. I think he gets that this week. Mahomes under 14.5 rush yards. So they completely shut down Lamar when they played him. He had 15 yards on 8 carries, which is crazy. This is more about Mahomes' lack of running recently. So he's gone under 15 yards 3 out of his last 5 games and had 12 yards against the Chargers last time they played. I think with the hopefully improved left tackle play, I think he'll just be dishing it a little more than running it for his life. Herbert, 4+ carries. So he's hit this number in 5 out of his last 6 games. He even had 3 rushing attempts against us last time we played. In that game, he almost didn't play because of a high ankle sprain. So judging on a healthy Herbert that week would have had 5 or 6. So I think he runs 4 to 5 times and hits this. Edwards, 24+ rushing yards. So his over for carries is 10.5, which means he would only need about just over 2 yards a carry to hit this number. He's hit this 3 out of his last 4 games, and he's hit this every game he's had double-digit carries in since 2022. Last 22 out of 22 times he's done that. Hopkins, 4+ receptions. So 6 straight games allowing the number 1 receiver in that game to catch 4+ catches. Atlanta had 2 with 4+. Baltimore had 1 with 5+. Cincinnati had 2 with 7+. Tennessee had 1 with 5+. Cleveland had 2 with 6+. And New Orleans had 1 with 8+. And that continues.
Okay.
And that's 25 to win 350.
25 to win 350.
So I do like the Pacheco 53+ rushing yards. I think this is the week. Go ahead and just let him have the football. Let him run a little bit. Kareem Hunt, let him rest. Like I said before, we wore that man out the past few weeks. I think it's part of where his production has went, because no training camp. Hey, he needs a break. And so it was good to see Pacheco come back. So I think he will be probably more than likely get the lion's share of the carries. But he'll definitely get 53 yards, rushing yards. He's good for hitting a nice long one, some way. Mahomes under 14.5 rushing yards. Oh, man. It might be my little question right there for it. I know for a fact that Patrick, he just does such a great job. What did you say, Tage? You said he's been under 14.5 with the last couple of games, or just this?
3 out of his last 5.
3 of the last 5, he's been on 14.5. Wow. Okay.
Ever since, coincidental, that ankle.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe with this little break, man, his ankles might feel a little bit better. And like you said, maybe with the depending on how we look protecting him, might be a little bit different. So they're going to have to do everything, man, to try to cover our guys. We got a good receiving core of guys. I think they're going to try to exploit that, the defense that they have, especially with their injuries and whatnot. So I think Patty, he'll try to get there. Herbert 4+ carries. That's another one too. I know Joker don't like running with the football, but he has. I've seen it. He'll take off. He'll take off.
Ever since he's healed from the high ankle sprain, he's been running a lot more.
Yeah. And he's doing everything possible to try to win games for him. I've seen a little bit more of that. So that's not bad. It's not bad. Edwards 24+ rushing yards. I think he gets that because they're just going to hand the ball off to him, because that's what they like to do. They like running the football. And then if you said, Ladd may not play or not play, I think they might try to lean heavily on the rushing game, and Edwards going to be your guy to get the ball off to. So I do like that 24+ rushing yards. Hopkins 4+ catches. I'm with that all day. I think he's a guy, man, that might get about 6 this game at least. I think it's one to kind of, get a good game out of Hoptown. You know what I mean? And I think he might get in that end zone this week too. So it's gonna be good, man, to go out there and go see them play. So $25 win 350. It's not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet.
I would have taken Disley, but they don't have him listed.
Who's that? Oh, Disley? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and JD being there is the 6th leg of both our parlays. JD being there, that just gives us extra luck. So it's pretty much 6-leg parlay. All right, so mine, here we go. Teja and I actually don't really overlap here this week, which is interesting. Usually we have one that kind of overlaps. Well, I think we have one that kind of overlaps. But so here we go, guys. So Noah Gray to start off with, 3+ catches. So last 3 games, Noah Gray has had 4 catches in the last 3 games. So trending-wise, that's right there, that trend. Boom, last 3 weeks, 4 catches. Last time he played the Chargers, he had 4 for 40. So he's given us more than enough for the 3 catches. Overall in the season, he's 7 of 12 getting this number or more. So 7 of the 12 games, he's had 3 catches or more. I think, again, he continues with this 3-catch streak and continuing with this one. The next one, Xavier Worthy, 25 yards receiving. We've talked about it. They're starting to get him more acclimated in the offense. We've just seen it. Last 3 games, he's exceeded the 25 yards. Looking at the full season scope, 7 of the 12 games so far this season, he's exceeded the 25-yard number. And the last time he played against the Chargers, 3 for 73. And that was early on the season. And we're only seeing him to get more involved with the offense. But I think 25 yards receiving, I think it's pretty much a lock. I mean, just the way they've been utilizing him recently. Now, this is the one where I could see things going awry here. And if I was going to do this bet again, I'd probably go a little bit less than this. I'd probably go 75 total. But Pacheco, 100 rushing and receiving yards. So together, rushing and receiving yards will total 100 yards. Just looking at their last few games, the Chargers have given up Bijan Robinson had 130 yards rushing and receiving last week. The week prior, Derrick Henry had 140 yards rushing and receiving. Actually, I don't think he even had any receiving in that game.
That was all rushing. But
it was just a straight 140 yards rushing. And then Chase Brown of the Bengals, 143 yards rushing and receiving. I believe he had 86 yards rushing and then 50 yards in the air catching. So that's the last 3 weeks of that. And I think Pacheco, I mean, if you listen to Andy Reid, I think he kind of was talking about getting him more involved this week. And I think they may give it to him. And like what JD said, giving Kareem Hunt a little break here. Pacheco's ready to rock. This is a good week to kind of get him in there, get him going a little bit. And so the next one, under 49.5. Looking at the last 3 meetings between the Chiefs and the Chargers, the last 3, they head-to-head 27 points, 25 points, and 48 points. All 3 would be under 49.5. And then going this season alone, just talking about the division aspect of things, every game the Chiefs have played a division game this year, 27 total points, 47 total points, 30 total points, 36 total points. Then the Chargers, their 3 division games this year, 32, 27, 39. So all division games in the AFC West between both these teams this year have been under 49.5 points. And as we always say, AFC West teams, they know each other the best. That's why all those games are grinded out, kind of low-scoring affairs.
And the actual over-under is, 43.5?
Yeah, so I bought points here to make it 49.5 just to be safe in this game. Yeah, and I needed the buffer. And then last, and because I sold points with Pacheco's, sold yards with Pacheco's 100, that allowed me a little room to sell on another bet. But yeah, my last one, Hopkins 50 receiving yards. Chargers last 4 weeks, every number one receiver has exceeded the 50 yards receiving. And just looking at different breakdowns, the Chiefs had Hopkins run 5 double moves last week. 5. I think they tried it twice with him last week, but 5 double move routes with him last week. And he'll have a 5th round rookie on him in this game. His name is Taheeb Still, I believe his name is. He had 2 interceptions. He had 2 interceptions.
Maryland, right?
Yeah, Maryland. Yeah. He had 2 interceptions last week. So obviously this guy is jumping balls a little bit, and he had 2 picks last week. Yeah, Hopkins do 5 double moves last week. You're going against a rookie. I mean, Hopkins is going to eat a 5th round rookie for breakfast. And all he needs 50 yards here. And then also within this, Gilman, their starting safety, out for the season on an IR. And then their other cornerback, I don't know if this rookie's going to chase Hopkins all over the field, but their other cornerback, Cam Hart, was limited all week, and then today he logged a full practice, so he'll probably play. But this Still guy, they're pretty big fans of him. But if this 5th round rookie's on Hopkins, I think he'd have a field day with him. And that's 25 smackaroos to win $1,125.
Are you kidding?
That's the record right there, JD. I'm breaking the record with that bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Wow. All right. The grade, and I see something now because of some of the bets. Grade 3+ catches. He's been a big part of what we do offensively. I don't think it changes. I think we know that he's a significant part of what we do. Having him out there, him and Travis Kelce, man, are both, I mean, are dangerous. So him getting the ball 3 times, I do believe I like that. Worthy 25+ receiving yards, I think that's going to happen. Like I said before, we're going to hit them hard. We're going to hit them fast. And I think going to Worthy up top, gets these young guys, the guys that haven't been in there, is probably the best thing to do, especially test them out. Test his secondary out immediately and all day. So I like that bet a lot. Pacheco, that's the one I have a question mark about. 100 rushing yards, receiving yards. I know he's still working himself back. I think he have a good game, 100 yards. And that could be a screen. He could take, a nice little screen, a good yard. So, you know what, man? I don't mind that bet. I don't mind that bet. It'd be good to see Pacheco get 100 rushing and receiving yards this week. So as long as we're doing things like hand the ball off to him, nice little screen here and there, I kind of like it. Under 49.5. Actually, I didn't get my prediction for the game. I got 27-17, so that's under 49.5. I like that one. That's a very good one. Hopkins, 50-plus receiving yards. Teja said he's going to have 4+ catches. I do believe that. I think Hoptown, man, we need to get a lot out of it. I like that. Hopkins, 50+ receiving yards. $25 and win 1,125 smackaroos. Smackaroos. So, okay.
What do you make of the fact that we did 5 double moves with Hopkins last week?
I'm actually shocked on that. They did 5 double moves. How did you find that out? Like, because when I was looking, I didn't really see. I didn't see the like that. But
I saw it on someone had posted it online. One of the analytics nerds on Twitter had posted it, and then when I was watching John Gruden's breakdown on the game, he also mentioned that same exact stat.
Okay, 5 double moves. So it wasn't him like scrambling trying to get open. It wasn't anything like that. This is like that was the play.
That was the route. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I wonder what those routes were. What he did. The double move routes. So
I remember one drew a PI. I know that.
And the first half of the game, yeah.
Yeah. One. Mm-hmm. So, but I do see him getting the 50+ receiving yards, no question about it. So, man, there's some money to be made this week. Some money to be made.
When I say the man's got his own money, I mean the man's got his own money.
Yeah. If anybody could,
what movie is that from, JD?
Yeah, well, I know what it is. I'm gonna ask people out here.
Okay.
Y'all know what movie it's from? Immediately hit it up. We will send y'all something, okay?
Yeah.
We will. First person that tells where that's from, we will send you something. All right. That is so, come on, people. What is that from? What movie is that from?
I give another clue, but
The check kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
Hey, Kermit the Goat.
Kermit,
we got something for you, man. Okay. You had to
send us an email, chiefconcerns@yahoo.com with your address, brother. Chiefconcerns@yahoo.com. We'll get you we'll get you something for getting that right.
Yeah. Yes. That's good. But I said the man got his own money. He's got his own money. Yeah.
I mean, he's a prince, an honest to God prince.
Baby hit the big one. You really hit the big one on this one. Oh, that's funny.
He's the prince. Who told you that?
Yeah.
Good.
All these guys, all my
All
old
day
brothers,
with it, man.
they can recite the entire movie. They could sit down and do a read through.
One-man show of America.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play everybody.
Sorry, Richie Hall. That's okay. All right. I know you missed it. We'll have another thing like that. All right. I love it. So looking at the two bets, okay, looking at the two bets right here. Tage is sitting over Pacheco, 53+ rushing yards. Mahomes under 14.5 rushing. Justin Herbert, 4+ carries. Edwards, 24 rushing yards, 24+ rushing yards, right? Hopkins, 4+ catches, $25 for 350. Then you got Marcus over here. Gray, 3+ catches. Worthy, 25+ receiving yards. Okay, Pacheco, 100 rush yards and receiving yards. And to be under for the game, 49.5 yards for the entire game or points. Okay, Hopkins, 50+ receiving yards, $25 for $1,125. Oh, man. This is a tough one. I tell you what, I like swinging for the fences. I do. I like it. But this does, by no means, I'm not going to say don't take Teja's bet. I like Teja's bet too. Teja, I like your bet. Okay. But I will say I like Marcus swinging for the fence right here because this is a great bet right here. $25, y'all. 25. Okay. if your guy comes in, Marcus just got your nice Christmas present. This is Christmas money right here, baby. This is Christmas money. Presents under the tree. All right. We're trying to see that. That's what we're trying to see, Marcus. Okay. So with this bet, I will say that I have Marcus winning this bet for this week. Okay. And we're adding some luck to this one because your boy JD is going to be there. So I'm going to see what I can do to get out there and put my little mojo on the guys or whatever to get them to get those numbers, okay, for the win. But I like both bets. I do. So that's $50, man, to to win $1,475. That's almost $1,500 right there. You do two bets for 50.
Yep.
So
yeah, and you actually could combine them and do an 8-leg or 10-leg parlay there.
Oh, well, shoot. Yeah.
Put a buck on that, you'll probably win a couple.
You can also go down to 7-Eleven and pick up a lottery ticket too.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, shoot, that's, looking at the numbers, though, that's not a bad bet.
Well, I mean, the Hopkins one, you're pretty much going to win both of those with the same bet.
Right.
Pacheco, not necessarily. 47 rushing yards, 47 extra rushing yards plus receiving yards is kind of a tall order, but the rest of them are totally different, though.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but the Pacheco one initially I had like 75 or 70 yards.
What does that payday go to if you bring down to 75?
Actually, not that bad because it's still plus odds.
Like 870 or like 920 or something.
Probably, yeah. I haven't tried. I think I might do that as a smaller bet with that. Just I really do like all the other ones. I think Pacheco's gonna have a big week this week, but I do really like 1, 2, 4, and 5. I like Pop rushing and receiving. Maybe not that number for another bet. Would do 75 with that because I think his line for receiving and rushing is 64.5. That's what Vegas has his line at 64.5 receiving.
Yeah,
really 64.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I bought with
rushing and receiving or rushing
and receiving.
Okay.
Yeah. So really, I bought 36.5 yards, sold 36.5 yards for this.
Let's go, Pacheco. Let's go, baby.
Pacheco.
Go, right? Flapjack City, man. Hey, listen, this is a nice little bet you can throw on. Hey, just imagine you winning some good Doré meat, put it in the pocket, fold up. You can put it in your the little stocking for Christmas right there on the mantle for the kids if you got kids. Your lady, she'll enjoy it too. So, buy that nice, what is that, meat curtain that fold, or, for whatever she needs, whatever she wants, man. So be good. It'll be good. So this will be a good game, man. It's gonna be a good game.
Did you know? I know you knew Harbaugh's dad. Did you know Jim, JD?
Not real well. I met Jim a couple times, but his dad's, man, his pops. Every time we see each other, man, we always just showed each other love. He's just like, man, I almost had you down there. I said, yeah, I know. I was that close to being a hilltopper, and so he almost sold me. But he's such a good man, great coach, legendary. And so I see a lot of his dad in Jim. I do, a lot of it.
They look a lot like each other too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. For our Kentucky Pro Football Hall of Fame, he came and spoke at our dinner. Did a great job. We gave him an award for all his time and service that he did as far as being a coach. But yeah, it was good seeing him. Last time I seen John, I went up there to the facility to the Ravens go see him. Him and Juan Castillo. Juan was up there, so that's when I was coaching at Kentucky State. Went up there, man, and had a good chance, man. Good visit with those guys. So,
was John an assistant in Philly when you were there?
He was a special teams coach.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, John's my guy, man. I like John a lot. Great family. The whole Harbaugh family is just beautiful people. Beautiful people. So,
Yeah, Sasha's giving us some Kentucky love in here, JD.
Woo! Look at Sasha. between Kidd and Harbaugh, Kentucky football was blessed for years. Yes, it was, Sasha. Thank you for saying so. Absolutely. Very legendary men and great coaches who turned out a lot of wonderful guys. But they were juggernauts in the football industry at that time, no question. So thank you, Sasha. Thank you for saying so. Rest in peace, Coach Kidd. Coach Kidd passed away last year. So, but he coached. He was at the time when he retired, I think he was like the third winningest coach in college football ever. His record, somewhere around there. So,
Wow.
yeah.
In college football.
College football.
Damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, and how long did he coach for in total?
Ooh, man.
It was a long time, right? He was a long
time. Yeah, long time. Should have known that.
Sheesh.
Let me see. Roy Kidd. He put it, man, when they talk about tons of guys in it. So he coached from 64 to 2002.
Oh, man.
Powder record of 314 and 124 and 8 ties. So,
wow, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Did he primarily recruit in Kentucky, JD, or did he go elsewhere? Did he try to stay in state?
Man, he got guys, man, from Florida, Georgia, Texas. You name it. He got guys from everywhere. He really did. New York. He would just get guys. And what would happen, Roy would get guys that were supposed to go to bigger schools, maybe Miss Florida State or whatever, and we would get those guys. So, but a lot of guys from Kentucky too, Ohio, and we played against Louisville, almost beat Louisville. Say who else? We went against Marshall, Youngstown State. I think we said my entire time at Eastern, I don't think I lost over maybe 2 or 3 games a year. Maybe 3 games at most. Yeah, we always won the conference every single year. It was always in the running for the national championship too. So, put a lot of guys in the NFL. A lot of guys got into the NFL. So, first rounders, second rounders, just Super Bowl winners. A lot of tradition there at Eastern.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's worked out. EKU, a matter of pride, baby. It's a matter of pride. That's our motto. That's what we live for.
That's awesome.
So, mm-hmm.
Sasha, are you from Kentucky? You know a lot. You don't learn about this.
Say that. Are you from KY, the Bluegrass State? Sound like you are.
Otherwise, he's a big college football fan. Geez. He knows WKU and EKU. Appreciate the love, Brenda. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the content and love. Gotta go. Stay safe and have fun. Have a good weekend, Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda. Right. Thank you. So, no, man, good stuff. Good stuff right there. Good stuff.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. Have you guys joined?
I played college in Kentucky, came up from Florida. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Kentucky runs deep on this show, JD.
Yes, it does. I'm 51. Oh. Sasha, good to know you.
That's awesome.
Good to see you. College in Kentucky. All right.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for us. So we will be back on. So obviously we have a Sunday night game, so it'll be the late night for the Chief Concerns fellas. But yeah, we'll be back on Bleacher Report right after the game on Sunday night. JD's gonna be at the game, so I don't know. Are you gonna do what you did after the Falcons game, JD?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll probably do that. So may still be in the stadium, but I'll try to get on for sure. To talk about it. I think we have some good things to talk about. So go get this victory. Okay, go get this dub, baby. And come on and we can celebrate and talk about the good things, put the Chargers to bed late night and send them on a good plane, red line, and send them back to LA.
We'll be celebrating DJ Humphries' first start in Kansas City, and we're gonna say keep him in here for 3 years, baby. All right, we're gonna want to ink him up after that game on Sunday.
Maybe, might be. I don't know. We had to find out. We had to find out when the whistle is. We had to find out. Because Andy's kind of like, hey, you know, kind of working us in, and you know, so all right, we'll see. So
Jawan was a full participant today. So, and McCole did not practice today, knee injury.
yeah, it's gonna be a huge win.
Yeah, big time.
But look, good to see you all. Mike Brennan with you, Hall, Sasha, Kermit the Goat. Good to see you, man. Make sure you send that to us so we can get your present, though. It's good that you knew that, man, coming to America. We got to throw some more stuff out there like that, Tace. That's good.
I always do.
Andrea, Kevin Mars, Brendan Pike, appreciate it so much. Neff, good seeing, like always. Sasha, Blackjack City. Let me see. Who else we got on here? G Pick. I didn't see on the Brown one out here tonight, was he?
He was ducking you, JD.
Like, oh, I almost, yeah, come on. We talk about it. We good. We good, baby. Terry Cluster. Let me see who else we got. I said it. All right, Ray 028 AA. Good to see you as well. Listen, everybody, appreciate it. Y'all coming out, checking us out. A lot of money on the line. These guys gave y'all some beautiful bets to win some money. That's going to be great. Stocking stuffers, okay, for Christmas and, you know, nice TV or something. These guys right here facilitating that, okay? Put some money in your pocket, something that folds, right? Good is the change, you know, but it's better to see the things that fold coming to America. Another one. It's like that. So, but yeah, wonderful. I'm making these bets. I am, and I'm gonna put $1 on. You said to do the 10 thing, whatever or something. You said you win a whole lot of money away.
Put all 10 of them in a parlay.
Oh shoot, that's just it. Throw $1 on it. Why not?
I think you do it as low as like 50 cents or something like that, or 20 cents. I think 20 cents is the lowest you can go on a bet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I believe so.
Perfection 2K is on here as well. I didn't get to see up there. Chiefer as well. So listen, guys, man, appreciate it, fellas. Thank you all. Love you guys. Appreciate it again. In the clutch, way to come in, Tage. Appreciate you. You know, giving this to hey, come on in. Where's he at?
Of course.
Come on in. And, so y'all be well, man. I'll let y'all know how it's going to go out this weekend. It's going to be good to see all the guys, man. We got a good guys are texting one another who's going out there, so it's going to be a big crowd of guys. It's going to be good to see all those guys, man. Guys I haven't seen in a long time. So some old name, well, shoot, we put Fuji, Scott Fujita's on the text message.
Wow.
And all those, yeah, Fuji. Remember, Scott Fujita. Weeks on there and some other guys, man. So
is Monty Beisel going?
I don't know. Be good to see Monty. I didn't see Monty in a few years either. Last time I see Monty was out in L.A. So
be a good time. Yeah, let us know. Send photos so we can share them on the Monday show.
I sure will. Our guy, the Green Eye Bandit's going to be there. A guy right here, Eric Warfield.
Oh, Warfield. Yeah.
War's going to be there. War definitely. So we've been texting back and forth. War wanted to go play some golf. I'm going to get on it because I'm like, well, hey, this is too cold to be playing golf. But it's supposed to be like 50-something degrees out there. And he's like a golfer, man. War likes playing golf. So
that's awesome. Yeah, tell EW I say what's up.
I will, man. I'm telling E, man, he's going to come in and sneak in for a quick little visit. Come see us. So
yes, sir. All right, but I hope you have a safe trip up to Kansas City, man.
Safe tripping,
brother. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you.
Love you, brother.
Marcus and Deja, man. Love you guys. Y'all take care, everybody. Y'all be good. God bless. We'll see y'all later on Sunday after this big victory and this win. We will see you all, okay? Celebrating. Pop the champagne, pop the bottles, baby, okay? We're going to have us a good time.
Let's get it, baby. Sunday night. See y'all.
See y'all later.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.